And you get, look at you. All right, that's right. Never mind. Thank you. So let's go ahead and start again. I'm just kidding. So any questions that you guys have, and you guys will, there are gonna be a lot of questions that are gonna come up in the process, and questions are good. Questions are really, really good. Please do not stay with any doubts. Anything that comes up to mind, anything that you guys are unsure about, in the contracting process, if you guys are getting stuck, which by the way, most of you guys should have finished your contracting process already by now. And if you haven't, this is a really, really good platform, so you guys can gather as much information as possible. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, and we're gonna go through the knowledge library, but I believe that Desiree has a link for in a specific day that she has a few times blocked out. And if not, she's gonna share that with you guys here in a little bit on the chat. Now, Desiree also, and along with Lynette and everyone in staff with the Impact Agency, they are handling an agency that is running over $500,000 a month. And there's a lot of new agents getting started. And it's not an easy task. So, bear with them. Sometimes the responses are unfortunately out of their control, because they also have to deal with corporate and different carriers, and just try to get answers and stuff like that. The biggest thing that I can recommend for you guys right now, as you guys are going through the contracting process, is one of the things that I liked about Family First Life is that they, from day one, they treated me very independently, right? There's no one that's gonna be there telling you what you need to do. You're never gonna have anyone breathing down your neck, hey, did you do this? Did you do that? Did you get this contract thing done? Did you do this training? None of that. That will never, ever, ever happen. We are your partners. We are, normal people just like you. We are all working. We all have to provide for our families. And so the one thing that we can do here for you is just provide that support. Okay. Now, that's pretty much what today is going to be all about. We're going to show you guys different sites, a platform, and Jermaine kind of already went through our Facebook page, where you're going to be able to find a lot of information in there. You can ask questions in there too. Any one of the seasoned agents or the managers could answer those questions. But right now we're going to focus on the knowledge library. Okay. And so I'm going to share. Are you sharing that, Desiree, or am I? I can't hear you.
Okay, technical difficulties. Yeah, maybe you should share.
Okay. All right, let me share it. So I'm going to share it over here. Perfect. Let's go.
Oh, Emma,
nice. You saw them, right? That's my background.
oh,
All right,
babies.
I'll show you guys. I'll show you. Those are my babies.
Oh my goodness gracious.
They are adorable. They're adorable.
Beautiful.
All right, guys. So this is gonna be a page where you guys are all gonna be. Hold on a second. Let me lay it a few people. Okay, never mind. We're in. Perfect.
I got it. Yeah.
I will highly, highly recommend that you guys go ahead and bookmark this page. Okay. Any question that you guys have is probably gonna be answered in this page, one way or the other. Okay. So highly recommend that you guys highlight this page and bookmark it. And I'm not sure, did Jermaine go through this page yet? Not yet, right?
No, that's the website. That's not, no, so he didn't go through the website. We just went through the knowledge. There you go. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Let's just dive in real quick, guys, because I don't want to waste anybody's time here. So those of you guys who are looking to build a team, and again, how do we access the knowledge library? We went through fflimpactagency.com and then the Impact Agency Knowledge Library. Okay, please, please, please make sure that you guys save this link. This is gonna be, I'm telling you guys that all of your answers are gonna be here. Okay, I can guarantee that all of your questions are gonna be answered through here. Alrighty. So for those of you guys who are looking to finish contracting, alrighty, so all those details are going to be in the contracting link. So we're going to go down the line, alrighty. So there is a link here for Sure LC. Now, real quick on this link, as you're getting contracted, the first invite that you received from Desiree and the team, it's going to be a one-time use. After that, that link becomes obsolete, so you're not going to be able to enter it. So make sure that you either save or bookmark that link. And if you haven't, this link right here that says Sure LC is the one, Surance Bay link. That's the one that's going to take you into Surance Bay. So if for whatever reason you miss it or you don't know how to get back into it, that will be the link to use, okay? And then there's a little tutorial there, a little video on how to use Sure LC. If you have not finished your contracting process, I highly recommend that you do. The goal after this meeting, guys, is to make sure that all of you guys have everything in place to be able to purchase your leads and make phone calls this Monday coming up, okay? If you guys have not received a link for Prosperity, which is one of the companies that we contract with, one of the companies that we work with, that contracting is done outside of Surance Bay. So the goal will be to say, hey, I think I saw someone in here. Is that a Gia? Is that right? Gia? All right, I'm gonna go with you because that name sounds familiar to me. So Gia would go, hey, you already did your contracting with Insurance Bay. Here's the link for Prosperity. You should have everything done by the end of tonight, to be honest with you, okay? So that way you give the carriers enough time. So by the beginning of next week, mid next week, you are already receiving emails from the carriers. One of them, because they're really fast, is gonna be Prosperity. Okay, so what I recommend you guys do is that you soak in everything that you can tonight, and then go back to the knowledge library and go through every single one of the links at your leisure. Okay, I'm not gonna take a lot of time going through the links. I want to make sure that you guys do that on your own and check every single video, check every single training, because this is gonna prepare you for this upcoming week. So you guys can already get your leads, get on the phone, and go out and book appointments and see your clients, okay? Now, the other thing that I recommend, and if you guys are writing things down, I know that some of you guys are driving and stuff like that, please be careful. The one thing that I highly, highly recommend is that after tonight, and most of the managers are gonna be available, and if they're not available, they're gonna respond to you tomorrow morning. Please make sure that you schedule a mentor call with them, okay? Again, it's gonna be a mentor call that you need to schedule with them, and they are gonna go through a lead strategy with you guys, depending on how much funds you guys have to invest in your leads and all that stuff. And again, the other thing, guys, is please, please, please be very, very honest with them, okay? Let us know what your position is, where you might be financially, you know, are you in a position to what position are you in to purchase leads and all that kind of stuff. Please be honest with us, because that's the best way that we can help you. Alrighty, so book a mentor call and then go through a specific strategy for you guys to get things rolling. So let's go back to the knowledge library. So you guys also have a scheduling contracting help call, and that's the link that I was telling you guys that Desiree has. And if you guys have any type of issues, please make sure that you schedule a call with her. And again, please be mindful of the time, okay? Be mindful of all those times. Now, HCMS is another platform that you guys should have gotten access to already and created a username and a password. Once contracting is done through Surance Bay, the additional carriers have to be requested through HCMS. I hope that I didn't mess you guys up here. So once the contracting is done through Surance Bay, any additional contracting requests for the other carriers, all right, not the original ones, but the other carriers are gonna be done through HCMS. Now, through HCMS, you also need to keep in mind that as you're growing and as you're building your team, that team is going to be built up through HCMS. So all the information in HCMS has to be updated. As you're getting your writing numbers with the carriers, please make sure that you add them to HCMS. I'm going to make a little pause here, guys. So once you submit those contracts with HCMS, it is your responsibility to follow up with each one of the carriers and find out where your contract is. So whether they're waiting on something, they're doing background checks, they need some additional information from you, bank and writing information, whatever it is, you need to be aware of what's going on. So I highly recommend, and I'm gonna go, I'm gonna remind you guys of what I was talking once we go on the product guide section of the knowledge library, because there is a link that's going to populate a PDF file with all the carrier numbers. And I highly, highly recommend that you guys have that handy, because those are the numbers that you're going to have to call and follow up on your contract. So as you're finishing up contracting tonight, I highly recommend that you follow up with the carriers mid-end of next week. So the middle or the end of next week, if you have not heard anything from the carriers, you need to call them and follow up, as well as making sure that your contracting is or was done properly. Verify your compensation, verify who's your upline, you know, what team you're under, and all that kind of stuff. Please, please, please make sure that you make this your priority to do that, okay? So I'm gonna move forward real quick. Again, there are a few videos in there on how to edit your agent profile, how to add missing carriers, how to edit writing numbers, and all that kind of stuff, okay? Please make sure that you utilize that. Now let's go ahead and go to the compensation guides. We're gonna move on rather quickly here, guys. So again, these are some of the compensation guides in here. How do we get paid here with Family First Life? Some of you guys have already seen this. Some of you guys have not. As you guys know, we're starting compensation here at 100% commission. And that simply means, and I want you guys to keep this in mind, because it's not that is a normal regular number that we're just giving out. 100% is given, 100% commission is given to an agent who has issue paid $10,000 per month on their own pen, okay? Or for an agent who has a team that is producing $25,000 per month, okay? So when we go and we say, hey, Gia, we're gonna start you at 100% commission, we're not just saying, hey, you know, it's just a random number that we think, you know, it's gonna be good for you. But in essence, what we're saying is, hey, Gia, what we're gonna do is we're gonna help you, we're gonna equip you, we're gonna give you all the tools to make sure that you become a 10,000 per month producer month number one. And it's totally up to you what you're gonna do with that information. Okay, we're gonna be here, we're gonna support you, we're gonna answer all your questions, we're gonna tell you everything that we have done right so you can duplicate it. And we're also gonna tell you everything that we've done wrong so you don't do it again, so you don't make the same mistakes, and that's gonna save you time and frustration. Okay, I really hope that this is making sense for you guys. And then obviously as you go up, the beautiful thing about here, you can get a raise every single month. Every single month you can get a raise. Those of you guys who are goal-oriented and go-getters, you can always, 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 please make sure that you keep an eye on this, because it's a good way to say, hey, what do I need to do to get a raise? What do I need to do to get to the next level? So if you're starting at 100% first month in business, and let's say first month in business, you go out and write $20,000, guess what just happened? In your first 30 days in business, you just gain yourself a 10% raise, and so on and so forth, right? If you're looking to hire people and you have 2 of you guys or 5 of you guys who are making $20,000 each, your team is already at $100,000, okay? So each one of you guys can actually get a raise too. And so it's pretty cool, you know, just being able to see that you can earn a raise at all times. So, I mean, the highest commission that you can get on your own is 130% as a $60,000 producer or a $250,000 agency. Okay, so you and your team. And then from there, as your agency continues to grow at 300,000, you get 135%. Excuse me, guys. At 140%, $350,000 agency, and the highest compensation is $750,000 agency at 145%. So I think that that's a really cool, chart to always look into. And then the other one, I'm gonna go through it real quick, and you guys can go through this on your own. And you become a bronze producer at $10,000 per month, silver producer $15,000, $20,000 you're a gold producer, $30,000 you're a platinum producer, $40,000 you're a diamond, just different levels that we have here. $50,000 per month issue paid business, you are a sapphire producer. $75,000 per month, you're a ruby producer, and you're an emerald producer if you produce $100,000 per month on your own pen. The highest paid agent submitted $140,000 just a few months ago on his own pen. His name is Steve Giordano. He's a really good friend of mine, and that guy is just a beast. He's a worker, no different than you and I. He's a regular person. The only thing that he does is he has enough leads and he works. He truly, truly, truly works. So I hope that that excites you guys. The fact that you can actually write your own checks, just based on the amount of work that you do. The good thing is that a lot of us, we're adults, we have families, we have bills, we've already worked for somebody else. We are already working hard for somebody else. But, at least, and I'm just going to speak about my jobs, right? I never really liked a job. I was always capped. I always was looking to do something for my own. But I knew how high I could get. It didn't matter the amount of work hours that I worked. It didn't matter how hard I worked. I always had a cap, right? The beautiful thing about this is that tomorrow, it's a new week that we're starting, right? The only thing that I need to do is have enough leads and make sure that I work hard and I can make as much money as I want to. So it's really, really exciting to see that. So the next thing here is a bonus schedule. And I recommend that you guys look at this too, because this is an overall year production, right? So for the lowest amount, right, is $300,000 per year that you have to generate in your own pen, in your own business, right? And then you receive a bonus of $3,000. So I think that that's a pretty cool bonus too. Obviously, if you're getting to $350,000, $400,000, which is a Hall of Fame producer, the bonus is going to increase. Okay. So again, take a look at these charts on your own. We're going to go ahead and move on to the training station. This is actually one of my favorite stations here. As far as training is concerned, guys, there's a lot of training. Sometimes it's a little overwhelming, but for the most part, for a bunch of us, this is a new field. So you're gonna have to train. I want you guys to see yourselves as a brand new, and I'm just gonna use basketball, right? You just got drafted. You didn't even play basketball, in high school or college. Let's just say that that's how it works, right? So in order for you to be one of the starter 5, you're gonna have to train. You're gonna have to come to practice. You're gonna have to, do your drills. You're gonna have to make sure that you are in contact with your coach. You're gonna have to make sure that you put some extra hours into training and those type of things. And I really like to say that, guys, because success in this business doesn't come by chance. It really doesn't. It's 100% hard work and training. I'm never gonna tell you that you can do, 50%, that you can put 50% in this thing and that you're gonna become successful, that you're gonna be a top producer. It'll never happen, guys. It's there's no luck in what we do. I personally don't believe in luck. I don't think that exists. I think that is an opportunity and hard work. That's really all it is. So if this is hitting home, or if you don't necessarily like the idea of that, I mean, I'm not gonna apologize for what we do, but this is what it is. You know what I mean? We work hard, we make really good money. I mean, we make lawyer, doctors kind of income in here. Understand that those individuals, they have to go through a bunch of training, a bunch of schooling, before they're able to work professionally. So just understand that, yes, first year in business, you can definitely make over, a good, strong six-figure income, which thankfully, and I give all the honor and the glory to God, because we have been able to accomplish that. But again, it didn't come by chance. It was a lot of work, and it's training, and it's constant training, guys, which is another good thing, because we're not just stuck, in our old ways, if you will. There's always improvement. There's always room for improvement, right? So make sure that you guys are plugging into all those trainings. So on Mondays from 8 to 12, Mondays and Thursdays, I should say, every dial day, we have a live dials on Zoom. So you guys get to hear top producers, some of those agents who are booking between 12 and 15 appointments every dial session. They are the ones that are going to be jumping on the Zoom dial, and you guys get to hear how they're making phone calls. You guys get to hear how they handle those objections. What are some of the things that they say? What are some of the things that they don't say? Where they pause? Where do they, continue to talk? What are some of the things that they tell your they say the client, and all that kind of stuff. So I feel that is a really, really good atmosphere for you guys to be in. And those are recorded as well. Some of those are on Facebook. So I highly recommend that you go back to our Facebook page that I saw Jermaine sharing that with you guys. Type in live dials, and you guys are going to see some of us dialing in there, so you guys can have an idea on how to handle those calls. So again, that's on Mondays and Thursdays from 8 to 12 p.m. It's the same Zoom link, guys. We like to make it very simple and not complicated. Make sure that you follow the same Zoom link. Now, on Mondays at 2 p.m., we have our weekly Zoom training. And usually one of the top producer, or, we have some lead, conversations. The training, again, guys, is meat and potatoes. And that's another thing that I love about Family First Life, is that you're never going to have a meeting where you're going to have a rah-rah session, hey, you guys can do this, and this is what you can, get, and look at the cars, look at the houses. None of that. It's all meat and potatoes. This is what you need to do. This is what we do. This is how we do it. Okay. I think that all of you guys should appreciate that, and would appreciate that, I know, because of the fact that, for a lot of us, this is I tell you, for me, this was a second chance at life, really. And we have been able to accomplish a lot of really good things, to a tune of having an opportunity of my wife is staying home, taking care of our babies and stuff like that. And I tell you, I'm just where I started. I just don't think that we would have that option if it wasn't, because of Family First Life. So if anything, I hope that speaks something to you guys. And I tell you, because I see it all the time, right? Like my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, they all talk about, daycare and having to worry about where the kid is going to go, or who's going to take care and watch the kids, and all that kind of stuff. So for us, that has just been a blessing. So make sure that you guys plug into those trainings. So on Thursdays, which was today, we also did live dials between 8 and 12. And then we have the new agent orientation, which is today. All right. And then on Fridays, we have one of my favorite trainings is the Next Level Live, the TNL. And that is a live training. It's a weekly live training, usually from someone who is having some really good success in the field. And they're going to tell you exactly what they're doing when it goes through like scheduling, lead strategies, what they're saying on the phone, what they're saying in the home, what are some of the things that they're doing extra, like if they're traveling, if they're not, just everything that they're doing, or everything that they did, to get that kind of success, so you can actually duplicate it as well. Okay. So again, it's going to be streamed through Facebook and also through our different social media pages. And we'll share the links too as soon as those start. Here's the other newest platform that we have, guys, and it is our virtual sales platform, virtual sales training. So I'm going to click on that real quickly. Please make sure that you guys are utilizing this page for whether it be that you're looking to go out and see clients, face to face, or if you're looking to do sales via Zoom or telesales. There's a bunch of training in here. There is new training added every single day. As we're launching this new platform, you guys are going to see a lot of new advertisement about virtual sales and telesales. So I highly recommend that you guys go through this page if that's what you guys are looking to do. Telesales or Zoom sales. Okay. Now let's go into the phone script videos. Again, some new training in here that you guys have. How to improve your phone script. That is through, it was actually a video that some of our managers did while we were in Vegas. It's Chris Marce, myself, Jermaine Clifford, and Derek Dressler. We're gonna go over a few things in there. And then one of my favorite speakers is Don Rogers. Make sure that you guys listen to these 3 videos right here. And then the other one is phone script tips with Erica Haynes. All these trainings are available to you guys via YouTube. And as you're logging into YouTube, you're going to see a bunch of different trainings in there. So just make sure that you guys utilize all those videos to be able to help you get better on the phone and home, and just objections overall and those type of things. So these are some trainings on the in-home presentation. Go through these as well. They're all really good. I'm just moving on pretty fast, you guys, here. So some YouTube channels that we can recommend, obviously our own Impact Agency YouTube channel. You also have Family First Life Corporate YouTube channel, and one of the fastest growing agencies, Family First Life USA YouTube channel. They have a video coming out every 2 days. So highly recommend that you do that too. Now, there's also additional training on AMS. This is advanced market sales. This is, for like retirement, IULs, annuities, and those type of things as far as training is concerned. So we're going to move on to the next section here. It's the lead station. And so in here, there's a video from Sasha Alba that's gonna talk to you guys about on how to navigate the CRM. All right, so we're gonna jump into the CRM. You can make sure that you guys get access to the CRM. And I'm gonna share with you guys our CRM real quick, just so you guys can have an idea on how it works. As a matter of fact, I just purchased 80 instant internet live leads. So we're gonna see where those are right now. Once you log in, you're gonna click under CRM. And to purchase leads, here's where you guys are gonna go. You're gonna go under order leads and click on buy cherry pick leads. And you guys are gonna see the heat map, okay? So I'm just gonna pick type in a county, whoever types it fast, county and state. Anyone? Are we there? Did we fall asleep, guys? Are you guys with me? All right, we're gonna go. Oh, there we go. County, where is that? Emma, where are you? San Lucie County. All right, Patricia, let's go into San Lucie County. I know where that is. Oh, there you go. Everybody woke up. Perfect. Let's go to Port San Lucie County here in Florida. All right, so if we select that, right, we're gonna scroll down. Wait, how do we scroll down? Okay, there you go. So we're gonna look at the different type of leads, right? The first one, it's an instant internet lead. And this is a fresh internet lead that is updated into the CRM in real time. The cost for this lead is $11. However, remember we talked about a few lead discounts, and Jermaine mentioned one of them in the Facebook page. So right now there's a 30% discount on all internet leads, okay? So make sure that you guys are utilizing that. I think that the cutoff day for that is on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. And so you can see the different types of leads in here. This is an internet live lead. It's a 1-month-old lead. I don't know why it's doing that. Stop. All right, I don't know why it's doing that. Sorry, guys. Anyways, this is an older lead that has been recycled in the system, whether it be because it wasn't resolved, it wasn't contacted, whatever the case may be, but it just got recycled back into the CRM, and is a 1-month-old lead. All right, so the cost for that is, what does it say, $4? Yes, $4. And then you also have a $3 lead, which is a 3-month-old lead. I'll tell you, I am a huge fan of these leads right here because of the fact that they don't cost a lot of money. And these are still individuals that are still looking for life insurance. So I tell you the scenario. Let's say that I'm looking for life insurance and I go online and fill out a form. And tomorrow morning, there's going to be, because I click on different links, I gave my information out to several sites. So I'm going to get a bunch of calls tomorrow. I'm probably, this is just the way that I am. I'm probably going to get a little bit overwhelmed and I'm not going to answer my phone, right? So let's say that Patricia calls me and she tries to get in contact with me, calls me 3 times. I don't answer her. She calls me 3 times again towards the middle of the day. I don't answer. And she calls me 3 times at night. I'm not going to answer. So Patricia's going to move on from me. If she's in my area, she's probably going to come and knock on my door and introduce herself. Hey, I'm the local underwriter assigned to drop this information. Just wanted to make sure that you're okay. Let's go ahead and go over these options with you. And if she doesn't get in contact with me on Monday, which is another dial day, Patricia is going to get newer leads because she understands that this is a numbers game. And the more numbers that she has, the better chances that she has to contact people, the better chances that she has to book appointments and make sales and so on and so forth. So she's going to get another batch of leads and she's probably not going to come back to me. I was again from today, right? So I'm still in need of life insurance, but Patricia's not going to call me anymore. So a month from now, 3 months from now, I'm still in need of life insurance and no one has contacted me again. So if June, well, let's use somebody else. So if Emma, oh, I'm sorry, is Emmanuel, is that what it is? Or Jonathan, let's say Jonathan, or who else did I see in here? Okay, if Tiffany calls me 1 month from now, 3 months from now, she goes, hey, Gio, this is Tiffany. I'm getting back to you in regards to that request that you filled out for information on the life insurance, on the quotes on the life insurance that you were looking for. I go, oh my gosh, yes, that was about a month ago, about 3 months ago. Yes, that was me for sure. So it's a brand new lead. So it gives you the chance to resolve the lead, but also as a new agent, it gives you the opportunity to get better on the phones, guys. Okay, so please keep an eye on this. For example, Patricia, in your area, you have about 267 3-month-old leads and you have 193 1-month-old leads. So please make sure that you keep that in mind. So anyways, once you guys order those leads, you go to manage your leads. All your leads are going to be dropped into your CRM here. And you have all the information. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time in here, guys, but anyways, this is where you will see your lead. And then once you can download them on an Excel sheet, which is what I highly recommend, which is one way that you can keep track of what's happening with your leads. You have all that information in here. So once you are in this page right here, where you have all the leads, all the leads listed, you have the option of exporting them into an Excel sheet. If you click on the little 3-line and the arrow down, you have an option to export it, and you can export all the filtered data. So make sure that you guys do that. All right. So let's go back into the knowledge library so we can move on. So again, this video right here with Sasha is going to walk you through every single detail on how to use the CRM. Okay. So you also have a lead guide that you're going to see all the lead programs that we have available. Okay. So I highly recommend that you guys spend some pretty good time in this section right here. And again, I'm moving on pretty fast because again, this is your responsibility to make sure that you go through all this. And again, remember, book that mentor call with your managers so y'all can figure out what's going to be the best route and the best game plan for you guys. All right. So it's about 7 pages of a lead plan that you guys have in here. It may seem overwhelming, guys, but it's really not. I mean, as you guys are excited to move forward and all that kind of stuff to get started, I feel that that's a really, really good spot to spend some time. So we're also going to talk to you guys about WorkSpots. WorkSpots is an office sharing platform. And here is where we get all of our discounts. This platform right here gives you access to a local office. You can reserve your own desk when you're where you're gonna have excuse me, access to a printer, internet, all the amenities in the office, and you know, just be able to be part of the trainings, the weekly trainings that we have in the offices as well. And at the end of the day, it gives you the opportunity to be around people that are doing the same thing that you're doing. Okay. I don't necessarily like dialing from home. I get too distracted, you know, but when you go to an office is, hey, this is what we're doing. This is what I'm here to do. And you get other people around you that are doing the same thing. So it's kind of motivating as well. So please make sure that you guys get plugged into an office. And then you have a few videos in here on leader strategy. And then I highly recommend that you watch this video with Stephen Yee, I'm sorry, and Brandon Kitchens on how to net $100,000 using instant internet live leads. All right, so please make sure that you spend some time on this station right here. When you talk to your manager, they're gonna ask you questions about this this page right here, so you guys can go ahead and set up a good game plan there. So let's go ahead and move on to on the phone. So 3 things that I like to talk about, right? You want to make sure that you get really good at buying leads. That's why you have to make sure that you spend some time in the lead station. You want to get good on the phone. You're gonna get really, really, really good on the phone, guys. Please, please, please understand that our money is not made when we go into our clients' homes. That's not where it is. So product knowledge, you know, how to figure everything out about each one of the carriers, you know, websites, all that kind of stuff is only 5%. Only 5% of what we do. 95% of what we do is mental. It's here. It's more practical. So on the phone, right? And the mentality behind getting leads. Okay. So you want to make sure that you get really good on the phone, because that's where you're going to make all your money. Booking those appointments, making sure that those appointments are set properly, making sure that you are letting people know, whether you're doing Zoom calls or, you know, in-person appointments, you want to make sure that that person understands that, number one, you mean business. And when you're booking an appointment, they have to make sure that they respect your time as well, and that they're going to show up, that they're going to be there. So the locking down part of the appointment is as important as overcoming some objections at the beginning. Okay, so spend some time in here too, guys, because again, so 3 things that you want to get good at: buying leads, getting really good on the phone, and you're going to have to get really good at training. With those 3 things, I can guarantee you that you will be writing over $20,000 per month if you do those 3 things right. If you come to me second month in business and you go, hey, Gio, I'm not writing $20,000. You said that there's only 3 things that I needed to do. I needed to get good at buying leads. I needed to get good on the phone, and I needed to get good in training. You told me that if I do these 3 things, I'm going to be writing $20,000 in business, and I'm going to go, yes, that's correct. So let's go ahead and evaluate which one of these 3 you're not doing. And I can guarantee that there's going to be one of those 3 things that you're not doing properly. There's no magic in this thing, guys. There's no magic at all. You have to make sure that you follow the system. And I am very adamant about this because of the fact that I did not do this at the beginning. And I like to say this because I'm just not here by chance. I'm here after 3 years, you know, from when I got started. However, close to 2 years, I was playing around with this thing. Not training, not following the system, not doing what I needed to do, not purchasing leads, not working the leads, and most definitely not training. And I tell you this, excuse me, guys, because once I decided to do those 3 things, everything changed. Everything changed. I can honestly tell you that in January, February, our convention here in Miami, February, I was not in the financial position that I'm in right now. And my wife is hearing me, you know, she's taking care of the babies right now, but I can tell you guys that my financial position in February of 2021 was not where I'm at right now. There's a few things that I changed after we got out of that convention, and that was to purchase leads, to get really good on the phone, and I made a decision to change this. I made a decision to train, and everything has changed since then. We're very blessed to be where we are right now, guys. But if it wasn't for, you know, this platform, we wouldn't be here. So I'm gonna move on really quickly. We're gonna be finished here in 5 minutes, I promise you. So a dial tracker, please, please, please make sure that you keep an eye on this right here, a dial tracker. You need to make sure that you have this. I guess it downloaded. There we go, right here. You need to make sure that you have this on hand every time that you dial. You want to keep up with what you're doing, because when someone comes to me and they go, hey, Gio, I'm not getting in contact with anyone. I am not booking appointments. What is going on? I go, Tiffany, let me see your dial tracker. How many dials did you make? And Tiffany only goes and says, I only did, how do we do this? Screen right, perfect. And Tiffany only did this. She did this and this and this and did this, blah, blah, blah. She filled this out and she stopped right here at 50. But she went another one and she did 2 more and she stopped at 52. And I go, Tiffany, you told me that you dialed all day. You only dialed 52 times and you didn't speak with many people. So there is no issue here. You just need to make sure that you do more dials. You need to make sure that when you get over here, that's when we're going to start evaluating what we're doing. Okay, so we'll move on here real quickly. So that's what's going to happen, guys. Okay, so please make sure that you guys keep track of this. Your manager is going to talk to you guys about this when you talk to them too. Now, phone scripts, we're going to talk about phone scripts as well. Now, phone scripts, you can download this too. There's a bunch of different phone scripts in here, but we want to make sure different files in here, download them, look at them, read through them. I like to talk about phone scripts as a guide only. You don't want to have you don't want to sound like a robot. You want to use those as a guide, and you have to make sure that you sound like Gia. You have to make sure that you sound like yourself. Patricia, you have to make sure that you sound like you. I tried sounding like Jermaine. I tried sounding like Chris. I really tried sounding like Gabe, but I just couldn't. You know, I couldn't make up the accent. But anyways, I can make a good impression of either one of them. I come out, you know, really weird. So I needed to find out what was going to be a good, conversation for me. And it needs to sound natural. It needs to sound genuine. Okay. Because we're not telemarketers, guys. We're not. And don't let anyone confuse you with a telemarketer either. There's been instances that I have to tell people, I go, hey, Bob, I'm not a telemarketer. That's not the reason that I'm calling. I'm calling you because you filled out this form. And then, you know, their wall comes down a little bit. So anyways, you also have Jermaine's phone script available as well. So make sure that you guys look at that too when you guys get a chance. And then some other videos, okay, on how to dial and the mentality behind the phone script. Dominic Rogers is the best. That middle video right here, the one that is highlighting red, that one right here, that video is one of the best videos. And then he also did a training for us, which is on the knowledge library, which, by the way, I think that we should probably add that training, Desiree, to our knowledge library here, because I think that training that he did for us was just amazing. We're going to move on to product guide. Remember, guys, I told you that there's going to be a page in here that you want to look into. 3 products that we utilize the most: whole life, term life, and IUL. As you're getting contracted with the carriers, you guys are going to learn a little bit more about that. Please contact your upline, well, for paper applications, those of you guys who are not contracted just yet. And then this is the list of carriers that you guys need to download and have handy. In here, you're gonna have all the numbers for the carriers to contact them as you're getting contracted and you do not hear from them mid to the end of next week. Make sure that you're giving them a call, okay? This is another link for Family First Life Ads virtual platform, okay? Please make sure that you look at that as well. And then on each one of these are links, okay, for each one of the carriers. So you can log in there and click on each one of them, and each carrier's page is gonna pop up, okay? Now, as far as training videos and resources, if you guys are using a tablet, how to set up a tablet, all right? The field documents, what you're gonna need in the field. These are Google folders, so you can also save them and have them handy as well. There's a sales folder in there, a recording of your sales, a field ready station. Please make sure that you spend some time in there. Make sure that you're doing your homework. We're independent, guys. No one is gonna say, hey, Tiffany, did you do that? Do you have all your documents ready? Do you have your tablet or your iPad ready? No one is gonna tell you that. You're gonna do this on your own. And then also the link for Family First Life apparel store. In the home training, there's additional training in here, some of the things that you want to do. 5 things that that you guys are gonna do. Excuse me, 4 things that you guys are gonna have to do when you're in the home. You're gonna have to complete the client worksheet. You're gonna review the final expense or the term underwriting grid. You're gonna review the product underwriting guide. You're gonna review some application questions. And then you're gonna call the helpline if you need help in the home, all right? Now, what's a client worksheet? It is the document that we use to gather all our clients' information when we're in the home. I get a lot of questions as to, well, I need to know everything before I'm able to sit down with people. And the answer is no, you don't. This is the only thing that you need. You need to fill this out. Once you have this filled out, that's all you need. Everything that we need to know as managers to be able to help you provide that client coverage is going to be in here. So once you fill this out, you go, hey, Bob, Mary, I think I already have a good idea on what's going to be the best fit for you. I always like to double check with the office just to make sure that whatever I'm saying is the best fit for you. I'm just going to give them a call real quick. So you call the 1-800 number, and then you go, hey, Jermaine, I'm sitting down with Bob and Mary, and this is the information that I was able to gather in the client worksheet. Underwriting grid sheets, please make sure that you guys have this handy as well. This is pretty much going to tell you, let's say you're sitting down with someone's 50 and over and they are bipolar, and let's see, this is what we're looking at. They're bipolar, and it was diagnosed within 4 years. So for Mutual of Omaha, that's going to be graded. For Americo, is not asked, so that's going to be allowed, and that's probably going to be the best fit for them right there. Or prefer with Aetna, because even if they are bipolar, they can still get preferred coverage. I know that all this kind of stuff is pretty overwhelming for you guys, but believe me, once you guys start doing it, it's not going to be an issue for you at all. And I'm going fast because I'm going over my time here. So make sure that you spend some time in here. Carrier sites, the links for each one of the carriers, you can do that as well. And then hiring a station. For those of you guys who are looking to hire to build a team, this is going to be the first link that you're going to send to them, a 5-minute overview video of Family First Life. And then you guys have in here also business overview links. And then there is the hiring and onboarding link. This is very, very important that every single new agent fill this out to be able to be in contact with them and be able to send them the correct information, okay? Those of you guys who are just or don't know where to start, this is a really, really good tip in here. Steps to hire an unlicensed agent, and also steps to hire a licensed agent. Spend some time in here, guys. Some of you guys are gonna tell your manager, hey, I have someone that I wanna talk to, someone that I wanna bring on board. What do I do? If I'm talking to Tiffany, I go, hey, Tiffany, go ahead and go to the knowledge library. Remember, there's a hiring station in there. And that's what you're gonna do for your new hire. Give me a call as soon as you do that, and let's go ahead and get in contact with them and book a mentor call with them. All right. So that is the knowledge library, guys. Do you all have any? Oh, well, what I recommend you do too, guys, is that you follow the Family First Life Impact Agency social media pages. The staff is really, really good. Desiree is really, really good at sharing and posting stuff as far as hiring and stuff like that. So if you don't know where to start, that's a really, really good place to start sharing things, to start hiring. Okay. So do any of you guys have any questions? Do we have any questions in the chat? Let's take a look. To quote, we have to go to each carrier, or is there a platform that we can use to see all the carriers together? That's a very good question, Patricia. So there is a platform that you can utilize. And again, we're independent, so that's totally up to you if you want to get that software. I believe that it costs $30 per month or something like that to have it. You can do that. If not, you can utilize each one of the carriers' platform to quote. So yeah, that's a good question. Aside from that, guys, I'm pretty much done. I highly recommend that you again book that mentor call with your manager. You know, before the end of the night, a quick text. Believe me, they're not gonna get mad if they don't answer. Don't get mad at them either. You know, it's 9 o'clock, so they'll probably answer tomorrow. But make sure that you book that mentor call with your managers. So with that being said, I hope that you guys have a great night. I hope that that was informative. And there's another question. Who do you recommend for life insurance? Well, for terms. So depending on the client, Patricia, and you and I can get on a call about this, but for top carriers that we work with, and that's going to be America, Mutual of Omaha, Aetna, and Prosperity. Those are going to be the to go to. Okay, so we can talk about that you know, when you schedule your mentor call. Sounds good. All right, guys, have a good night. Thanks, Desiree. Appreciate you.
Thanks.
All right,
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Appreciate everything.
Hey, Diamond, if you want, you can stay on.